go, Ethan. Don't be dead, dude. First of my followers and Grim Reapers murdered him. I'll record him to show future apostles. Everyone else seems to have their own bloody cult around here. Why not Blake?
Thank you.
I'm gonna need a constant supply of hillbilly meat shields by the looks of things.
That woman, or whatever she is, beat him to death. Something about finding Lynn. Something about a chapel.
Inaccurate! She stabbed him to death with that pickaxe of hers. Details, Langman. Details! What goodies have I inherited here, apart from all this face-fucked furniture? Ooh, shiny. Yes, Ethan, yes. Your double A's work for the Lord now. Paul, you got to tell Papa that Annalie was sick, and that's the truth. She's gonna live with her mama and the rest of the scold. She was horrible afflicted, and her injuries too doleful for examination. I just sent her off because it was all I could do. You gotta know I wouldn't have done it if there was any other choice, because I loved that girl more than my life or anything else. And I don't know why Papa North would think I was lying. You gotta convince him to the truth. God love you. Your cousin, Ethan. Well, don't you worry, Ethan. I'll see this gets to Paul. We'll save your daughter. Oh wait, we already pulled her festering dead body out of the desert, didn't we? Never mind then. Should have sent a text, Ethan. Much quicker. Alright, hopefully I've given old Pickaxe Pauline enough of a head start here. Hopefully. It's already what we got here, and I'm hoping this doesn't turn into an enormous problem, is that whereas Outlast, or the first Outlast, had a lot of extended running down corridor sequences, this seems to have swapped the corridors out with rural trails, dirt paths and the like, so it's slightly more scenic, no denying that, but let's just hope they keep the locations nice and varied. So Whistleblower was better, a lot better than Outlast itself. Nobody's up there, good. Oh fucking hell. Why say anything ever? This is literally because I'm commentating and I say things out loud. What's going on? You're gonna jump? All got a bit too much, is it? Oh no, she's reading the river a bedtime story. Right you are then, love. Ooh, it's a good un. She's right into it, look. She's not even on the first page yet, she's just performing the author's notes on the sleeve. I think she's here for the long haul, lovelies. We're gonna have to do a bit of deep sea diving here. I wonder how long Blake can hold his breath underwater for. That's the problem here, isn't it? Same with Miles from the first game. He'll survive being thrown from a helicopter, plunging off a cliff, all kinds of beatings. I bet at some point we'll suffer some sort of deeply traumatic injury that would kill anybody else 3 times over. Made a motherfucking still. And yet, will not throw a punch. Will not even attempt to throw a punch to defend himself. It's like at the start of the game, start of both games, it goes to, well, you have to run, you're not a fighter. And you'd have to say, that's incredibly lucky for everybody else on the planet, because if Miles Upshur threw a right hook at you, your skeleton would detonate inside your fucking body. Get out. Get out of the water, you idiot. What's... Oh, you're being fussy. Fine. Climb out on this marginally lower slope. Then, righto. Sneak up the house here. See if she's got any crazy old lady treats for me. Scones. Strudels. Little fucking toffee chews that are all individually wrapped up in plastic. You got to untwiddle every single bastard one. You can't gorge on them, can you? Not like a pack of Rolos where you just stuff your greedy little face with one after the other. You can't just sit and eat a pack of Werther's Originals. All the unwrapping involved, what an absolute effort. Like a really shit
Fucking
birthday.
Christ.
Look at them nails in the front of her. What are they doing? What? They're not holding her onto anything.
They flayed them. Nailed them to wood. She was just a kid.
A crazy doomsday cult and not a DIY expert among you. You bunch of amateurs. Well, it looks like we've got some wheat-filled mischief to look forward to next. Right after a trip to Grandma's house. Oh, Grandma, what big mental deficiencies you have.
All the better to fluff your billy-blops with, my dear.
One bandage that I can't carry. And some lore. Want in on some lore, lovelies? Well then pause the video, because I ain't fucking reading that toss. Where's she gone? Grandma! You're not hiding under your boat again, are you?
I'm the sea.
Alrighty, Grandma. Into the Wheat Rose. Location that has never meant good things for anybody in any genre of movie ever. Not once. It's reminding me about the microphone again here, so I can only assume we'll be relying on that to sneak through the wheat in the merest of moments. Oh no! It's the wheat folk! The wheat folk are coming! Don't... Well, I just pulled off the worm there. Don't tangle with the wheat people. Your bullets are useless against their wheaty consistency. Scheiße! Trapped between Breadman and Grim Reaper. Looks like she's found herself another friend there. Slow down, bitch. I'm trying to film you. We'll have to get her to sign a consent form before we kill her. Law is law. And we go.
Jesus Christ. The others call her Marta. The smell of what she burned, like coal smoke and frankincense.
Marta. Marta? Nobody puts any effort into their villain names anymore. Grim Reaper. This is your name, and so shall it ever be. Well, Shit Creek is in full flow here now, isn't it? Nowhere to go. Don't come down here. There's nothing down here. Yeah, ask the box. The box will tell you. You see any mischief going on around here, box? Don't you sell me out, box. Don't you dare. Ah, they're leaving. The wheat folk are not renowned for their tracking efficiency. If you can capture one alive, though, they're lovely with a bowl of stew on a cold winter's eve. Yum, 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 yum. Hole in the fence. It's gotta be, hasn't it? Yeah, boy. I know how farmyard raids work. I have the cattle herds to prove it. Oh, Christ. Stay low. They won't be looking for a midget. Well, Buck, that's my cue. The fondest of farewells, lowborns. Did any of you lovelies ever read the Goosebumps books when you were kids? I'm very suddenly reminded of the Scarecrow Walks of Midnight. Man, those books were amazing. Alright, we lost them, but fuck's sake, we escaped to the wrong side of the field, didn't we? Oh look, they crucified someone. Oh lovely. I'm already numb to the grotesqueries of this game. The fuck? Oh, the fence, I think. Or just the game hitting me for no reason. Fuck you! Woo! Look, there, right there. That's where we want to be. God damn it. No, stealth can eat a dick pie. I'm running for it. Yes, yes. Beetle's legs and albatross fannies. Flip it up, flibbery flu. See you later, cattle raper. Oh man, we should probably slow down a bit here. Grim Reaper's liable to be dragging her Nephilim mining tool around someplace close, isn't she? She's left herself a darling little breadcrumb trail so she doesn't get lost. Whoa, what? How do, Gramps? Didn't I see you like 5 miles back outside the first barn? And here's another barn. What the fuck? Does he quick travel between barns? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by his character. DLC for him, I think. Well, let's have a poke around in here then. Coast seems relatively clear. That means absolutely nothing in this game, of course. What? Oh, you gotta push it. I got you. Heave, Blake! Use those cameraman muscles. You know what the next addition to VR's gotta be, don't you? Smells. You remember Smell-O-Vision? Oh, well, you're probably too young for that, but here in the UK, like late 80s, early 90s maybe, we had this thing called Smell-O-Vision, and what it was, you got these scratch and sniff cards in the paper, and then you tune into some Saturday evening variety show shite on telly like Noel's House Party, and Noel will tell you which panel to scratch off when something smelly looking happened. Like, maybe somebody would get a cheesy photo in their face, or a contestant would shit their pants in terror when Mr. Blobby showed up. And they all smelled of the same thing. Card and latex. Uh-oh. Stealth has failed me, once again. Christ knows where I'm supposed to be running off to here. I will say this, it was a lot easier to know where you were supposed to be going in the first game. There's already quite a few instances in this one where you're trying to look for a tiny hole in the pitch black while sprinting around in a blind panic. Fucking hell, that's jammed. See, and that's all it takes really. One bad guess and then you get cornered and take a good old-fashioned farmer mob to the face. You gotta sort of do laps, guess each time around. Oh what, you can't heal on the move? Fuck's sake. That's painted an absurd picture of somebody grievously inflicting a machete wound on you, and then you just stand still in front of them, slowly pull out a bandage and start tending to yourself. Ow! That hurts, you dick. Oh, we got calm yourself down, old man. Come on, let's be fucking hell, you drinkly bastard. Grandpa's rocking insta-kill. Grandpa will cut your ass down in one, goddammit. He's like a fucking barnyard samurai. Jesus Lord, they're everywhere. How many yokels can you cram in a barn? I was on Mythbusters once, wasn't it? What about this? Can I... Yes! Quick, 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 quick! Come on, shithead! Bit of urgency, please. Up you go. Thank Christ. Wait, they can't follow me up, can they? No. Sub-chimpanzee problem-solving abilities. That's what I like in my enemies. Right, where now? Up on the hay? No. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm looking right at it. I don't know what's with me in this game at the minute. Can't see shit 5 feet in front of my face. Well, here we go. Somebody's been writing the great American novel here. January 7th, 3 more were sent today to live among the school with their sores too florid to disguise. They had 7 children between them, all of whom Papa Knopf had sent with the others into my foster care. I now have more than 40 orphans under my wing who love me desperately, as only can a child abandoned by the parents they thought were as natural and dependable a fact as the rising sun. And I love them, as I will never have children of my own and have so much love to give. When God leaves them too, I will be there with comforts and guidance. What do these dreams mean? Oh good, a leper colony. 2 guesses who we'll have rolling around all over us in half hour's time then.
Surprise! Happy birthday!
It's like one of those little Tibetan mummies from Tomb Raider. Fat and adorable. Right. Steady does it. Steady does it. Hop down. Shite beans! Slapped in the face with a dead dwarf. Well, that's one crossed off the bucket list there, isn't it? Nobody's chasing me. Some banterific son of a bitch just thought it'd be hilarious to give me a mouthful of midget carcass. Oh, fuck. No, it's just a statue. Looked a bit Grim Reaper-ish from the initial angle there. You scary stone bitch. What are you reading? Soul of Christ, make me ready. Father Noth, guide my salvation. Blood of Christ, let me drink your wine. By the severed eye, give me vision. Angel of God, lend me your sword. Kind Jesus, hear my prayer. Heal me in your wounds, keep me close to you. Defend me from a wicked world, and ready me for the devil's hour. In the fellowship of Temple Gate, I might defend your creation until you give me rest. Amen! Catchy! I wonder what Blake looks like. Do you remember when first-person games used to have mirrors in them, and you could go, God damn, I'm a handsome motherfucker. I miss so much about the 90s. Ooh, it's a shining. That's not Papa Knopf's mind rape laser, is it? Gonna get a face full of... Oh dear, it is indeed. There goes 7th grade. killed a shitload of birds as well, so I'd imagine we're slowly exposing ourselves to a kind of mental Chernobyl here.
A teacher once told me that the music of birds was proof that God exists and loves us.
The fuck kind of half-wit hatch did you go to school in, Blake? I'm curious, actually. Do any of you guys or girls have any kind of experience with religious schools?
There's gotta be another way.
Did you go to a Catholic or a fundamentalist Christian school? Because I'd genuinely be interested to know what they teach you, especially in terms of, science. See, I just went to a bog standard secondary, but we had religious education there too, as a compulsory class up until about what you call the 9th grade, or year 9 in England. Yeah, you probably could have figured that one out for yourselves there, couldn't you? And we were taught by a deeply religious woman who clearly had a very strong disdain for any kind of organised faith that wasn't Christianity. And I often found myself greatly amused by the kind of person that would openly mock Hindu mythology for being ridiculous, but then would become openly hostile if you questioned anything that was written in the Bible. She thought it was lunacy, for example, that the Norse believed that a giant wolf would swallow the sun come Ragnarok, but had no problem accepting as empirical fact that Jesus would come back to life and have a Japanese monster movie style showdown with two beasts during the end of days. And I mean, it's not like I have a problem with people who believe those things, but, and I believe this of hardcore atheists too, I don't see how you can't be open to the idea that you don't know something. Or, more specifically I guess, if you already believe in an all-powerful being that acts in accordance to a somewhat wobbly moral compass by our own limited understanding, a full-blown deity with a power of complete annihilation, resurrection, limitless ability. If you believe in that extreme end of the scale, why is it so difficult to accept that you can't possibly know the first thing about it? I mean, that's the truly scary part for me. If there is a God, none of what's happening today, child slavery, religious persecution, genocide, war, none of that seems to bother him enough to step in and do something about it, which, let's not forget, he has done in the past. There were plagues, there were floods, he wiped Sodom and Gomorrah off the map because it was full of gays and other people that were getting on his nerves. So, while I am totally open to the idea of there being a God, I'm forced to assume that he's not a particularly pleasant individual. Sorry, I'll turn off the lecture now. Keep religion and politics out of it. That's what they say. God, this has slowed right down this, isn't it? I mean, I don't really feel like it's even really got itself going yet, to be honest. It's just like pit of dead kids here, sexual assault of your wife there. Let's give it a chance, though. It's keeping us in plenty of fun rock slides, at least. 'Tis some form of heathen straw temple. Let's see if Blake thinks the same.
He said she did it to herself. He said he was protecting you.
No, Blake. That's a big straw angel with no legs.
Church? No. It's some kind of heretic temple.
Yeah, there we go. That's more accurate. What's this battery been used for? Heresies? Is this where that crazy she-male that licked my face hangs out? I'm leaving. There's something grotesque about being licked in first person that's kind of ruining my day right now. God, I wish I could take that home with me. You remember the end of A Bug's Life where the ants climb inside that giant fake bird to scare off the grasshoppers? I bet I could wrap all this up by climbing inside that angel and doing a couple of passes over Papa Knopf's house. That's what this game needs. A feel-good Disney Pixar ending. And less aimless wandering through caves and shit. Oh, it's all gotten a bit too much for one poor sausage. Oh, it's Jessica. Hey, Jessica. What? But she... Ghost! Zoink, Scoob. We gotta get out of here. DC did a reboot of Scooby-Doo recently, didn't they? I only saw the front cover. I was too disgusted to look any further.
We will root out the outsider whore.
The chapel. I can see the chapel. How far did this go? I'm feeling my teeth at the sound of scissors.
Miles complained of a similar sort of thing when the old morphogenic engine started chewing through his brain, didn't he? How the fuck am I getting down from here? Oh, that's a ledge. Of course it is. Idiot. So, early theories. This is all Murkoff's fault. Murkoff done it, they did. They're using some sort of mind control, hypnotic fucknottery on these fundamentalist simpletons. Maybe via the doomsday brain cooker that keeps blasting everyone with blinding white light. Beyond that, I'm not too sure. Red Barrel did say there'd be a connection of some kind to the first game, so I'm guessing it's that. Unless they're mistakenly worshipping another wall rider, like the loonies from the last game. Too early to say. They're surely too young to speculate on such things. What's this? March 9th. More children dead. Noff says there is no sin in such infanticide as all the soldiers in God's army. March has fallen on the field in defiance of the archfiend. All those babies with slit throats and child flesh will be waiting immaculate for us in paradise. Papa Noff also says that our sins find us in our dreams. Our sins find us in our dreams, but my dreams are nothing but the murder of my children. And I wake laughing and aroused and often wet with the involuntary lust of sleep. I woke this morning thinking I was wetted with the blood of a child's slit throat, but it was wetness of my own making. The others are having similar dreams. We have dug a tunnel so that we may meet in secret. We gather and share our visions and wonder at their meaning. I feel increasingly this is a message, but nothing holy. Yeah, I am now fairly well convinced that Murkoff are blasting mad thoughts into people's heads for some godforsaken reason. Or that Noth is in on it, but I don't know, he seems too entrenched in conviction for me. He's at the forefront too soon. I don't know. I'm usually right about all this shit. I don't think I've ever been genuinely surprised by a twist. Well, careful son. That's one of them there Native American eye catchers. They've done well with all this rural religious clutter. I'll give them that. Some objects can be pushed in front of a door or window to block access. Oh, I know. I'm a dab hand at that after the first game. Oh my god. Sullivan, Papa, Ezekiel, liar, charlatan, temple to gout, addict, coward, rapist, child killer. I'm gone and I've taken with me all the courage to see the truth. Come after us, hunt us down. We are waiting and eager to murder and fuck everybody you send up the mountain. I don't hate you. Could Jesus hate the Baptist for being a Jew? I could not have found my true vision without your years of ignorance and bullshit. I could never have had the courage to seek the truth, if not fueled by my anger at your lies. Your God is a child's superstition. Your faith is an embarrassment. The signs of the true Father were before you, before us all. And you, vainglorious, gullible, too stupid to draw a breath. You thought the visions were punishment from an angry and ominous God. Your God is afraid because your God is no God at all. Your God is your own ego, vulnerable and false, an embarrassment. My God is no God at all, but he is true, and he is here in every moment of ecstasy. And his child will fuck and tear this world to everlasting glory. I do not ask that you join us. I tell you, you will join us, because our love is greater than you can ever imagine. Val. Well, there you go. Val's now well and truly playing with his rubber ducks in the deep end, isn't he? This'll be jammed. Spooky, innit? Yeah, it's a gift. I can tell a jammed door just by looking at it. Had it since birth. I think I like the bookcase better away from the door. I mean, I'm no feng shui expert, but god damn it. Suicide plunge? Oh no, it's only a few feet. Blake, you and your dramatics.
That might be an elevator. It's up there, isn't it?
What is?
Power's cut off.
Oh.
They've got to have a generator or something. The fucking thing doesn't run on prayers.
Wasn't that the plot, the fundamentalist edit of Monsters Inc.?